Manchester have increased by 11% when compared to the corresponding period in 2021.
Welcome back to MyView TV, the people's platform, the home of undiluted news, reviews, updates, and your daily dose of entertainment. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, leave us a comment, like, share, and subscribe.
I don't bring nobody forward in here to cheer for me. Everything what you see up my natural talent. Man, me tell you something. You see, when you know what to please the audience with, it's simple, me.
Wagwan people, hope everybody know okay, hope everybody know right. The goodness of the Lord is never ending and never failing. His goodness is overflowing. Do believe that our God makes all things possible. Whatever our struggles are, let us always remember that every new day offers new journey to live. So always wake up with a grateful heart. Receive every blessing with a smile. Me I talk to you. Yes, are you me I talk to? So take that right now, okay? SoftMouth and Bag Juice. Yes, and them me gonna talk about right now. SoftMouth and Bag Juice charged for shooting at police team. Oh lad, you can really shoot from police team and police charge, you know. But all them a police, yeah, idiot. If somebody can make this make sense, why them a two boy alive to me? Make it make sense, because this make no sense to me. Two men were allegedly fired at a police team that was on operation along Seafort Main Road in St. Thomas on Saturday, July 16, has been arrested and charged. They have been identified as 38-year-old Delano Rankin, otherwise called SoftMouth, a laborer. Let me tell you about laborer them. Of Moody Lane, Seafort in St. Thomas, and 22-year-old Lando Spencer, otherwise called Bag Juice, yes, of Seafort in the parish. Look how the two boy them names spelled that easy. The police them must stop them way. Both men has been charged with shooting with intent and illegal purchase of firearm. Report from the police at about 9:45 p.m. a team of officers who is a bunch of idiots were on patrol duties on reaching the vicinity of the Methodist Church. The police team reportedly saw Rankin and Spencer and two other men with guns in the churchyard cemetery. The men allegedly opened gunfire at the police team before escaping the area. On Monday, an operation was carried out in Seafort in the parish during which Rankin and Spencer was apprehended. Why them alive? Why them alive? Both men were charged on Wednesday after an interview in the presence of the attorney. Their court date are being finalized. Just as how me I tell the police them, make sure them send back this boy down a mobile in our box. You know what I talk about? Shaney, yes, MCM1. Dancehall artist Shaney is among two men listed as persons of interest by the St. Andrews South Police in relation to the recent flare-up of violence in a section of the division. The detainer, given name Theophilus Edwards, who is of a Waters address in St. Andrew. Hold on. Stop mix them and call them entertainer. No. Badness them enough. Me tell you no, stop mix music and badness together. Choose one. I'm going to choose badness. You understand? Because me have coffee put down for all out now. You understand? Also being sought is Stephen Sterling, otherwise called Chuckner, who is also from Waterhouse. The police say Edwards is also known to frequent Rosyth in St. James. Both men have been asked to report to the Unpaid police station by midday on Friday, July 29. Additionally, anyone with information on their whereabouts has been asked to call the Hunsby Police Station at 876-923-7112. Crime Stop I311. Police, I can tell you something. Take my advice now. This one I say Shaney, just do as him sang say. One press and squeeze. Slap him where. Hear this one now, people. Because the attorney, me know her stomach supposed to stick when the pastor boy start tell her everything and she know she can't tell nobody. She decides, hey, me I go drop a case. Pastor, raper man, Jason Rose, the St. James pastor who is charged with rape of a teenage girl, will have to find a new legal representative as his lawyer has pulled out of the case. Tamika Spencer Anderson asked the St. James Circuit Court on Tuesday to remove her name from the record. The case against Rose has been set to mention on October 3rd. The raper man pastor, his wife, and the teen mother, whose name is being withheld because the complainant is a minor, are before the court. In addition to rape charge, Rose is also charged with attempting to prevent the course of justice. So too are his wife and the mother of the teen girl. Yes, people. I sure them supposed to get slapped. Remember me, I'm not done talk about this already. I'm a stance on that don't change. But hold on a bit now. Don't a cocoa piece where I go back right now, you understand? Right down a cocoa piece and people, listen what I go on, what I go on.
Lead prosecutor Andrea Martin Swaby revealed chilling details outlined by Barnett in his caution statement. Barnett stated that one night he was at Kamisha's home and two men came, ordered items, and he served them. Wright, who was present, he says, grabbed the money that he collected from the men and told him not to serve any of her customers. Barnett says she did this in front of the customers and he felt disrespected. He says she also flashed some water in his face. He states that ever since that incident, Kamisha's attitude and that of her children towards him changed. Barnett says during the night of Monday, June 20, at approximately 12 midnight, he was at home and Kamisha told him to lock up the place. He told her that he heard a vehicle outside. She looked and said she saw nothing. Barnett says he looked at her and she looked back at him as if she saw that he was preeing her. According to Barnett, Wright made after something on the dresser, but he didn't see what it was. He said that he, quote, preed in the heavens, end quote, that it was a knife or a scissors. In his caution statement, Barnett disclosed that he had his knife on him and he stabbed her up. Two of the children, he said, rushed to the dresser and started throwing things at him. He said again he didn't see what it was but grabbed both children and stabbed them. The eldest child grabbed a pair of scissors and he went after her and she fell and he stabbed her. He said when everybody was dead, he charged off and disposed of the shorts he was wearing and the knife. The findings of the post-mortem was also revealed in court. Kamisha Wright received 48 incised wounds in the region of her neck, chest, abdomen, and limbs. Cause of death is hemorrhage and shock and multiple sharp force injuries. 23-month-old Kishon Henry Jr. had 11 incised wounds, inclusive of a wound to the neck, which the doctor described as a cut-throat injury. 15-year-old Kimanda Smith, 9 incised wounds and 4 stabbed wounds. 12-year-old Shara Lee Smith, 22 incised wounds and 2 scratches with a cut-throat wound to the neck. 5-year-old Rafaela Smith, 5 incised wounds and a gaping wound to the upper anterior neck. The prosecution says it intends to prepare victim impact statements from family members. It was also read out in court that a cousin of Barnett saw him with a knife and Barnett told him, quote, "Me go warn my brother out of Chapelton, say me go kill some people tonight, so him fi look out him eye," end quote. A social inquiry report as well as an antecedent report will also be prepared for the next scheduled court date on September 22, 2022. Attorney representing Barnett, Tamika Harris, says although the psychiatric evaluation has found him fit to plea, she intends to have further discussions with the psychiatrist concerning his health.
Dollars really supposed to feed this boy? People, be honest with me. Our tax dollars supposed to really feed this boy? Better to slap him, you know. Find somewhere to slap him, you know, that, you know. This boy not even need to go stand up in front of the judge. You understand? None tall. Said what I said, and I mean what I said, I mean not take you back. Hold on now, my people, guess which part my God? Right down in Manchester. You hear them say crime on the rise. And because me don't want nobody feel like I make up no story. Here we go on now.
And us as law enforcement officers, the Community Safety and Security branch, we always have an outstretched hand reaching out for members. If you have challenges with settling your dispute and having a good conversation, we invite you to come to us because we do have the skills and competencies to treat with these issues. So it's 63%. Just imagine if you're able to reduce that 63% to 3%, we would have at least 8 or 9 less murders. Because what we would have found out is that some members of the communities, they will be going on vacation and their neighbors do not know that they're going and their homes are left unprotected. And sometimes when we find out that they are broken into, it's when it's maybe too late. Also on the robbery side, we found out that the electronics are the things that are mostly affected.